Okay, everybody, so today we're going to carve a wood spirit into a piece of wood. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw it out of how we want to do it. So let's get our piece of wood. I found this scrappy little piece of tree bark, which is really cool. So we're going to use that. So the first thing I want to do is actually draw out the face, which you can do so easy, is find the midline of your paper and just draw that down. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you put this on wood anyway, so it doesn't matter where you go. Okay, so from here, if I was going to place that here, that'd be midline, right? So we're going to create the face now. And we're going to come across, create its eyes, right across like so. I'm going to bring it down, nice and easy. Create a little angle, a little bit of an angle, and we bring it right back up. Just like so, and branch that off a bit, like that. From here, I want to go a mustache. You can do any kind of mustache that you want. I'm just going to do a long, kind of downward spiral one, and then we're going to kind of bring it back up a little bit. And we're going to go right about there. Once again, we're going to come down. Come off this nose here. Bring it down. And back up. Okay, so right off the bat, you can kind of see your tree spirit here, right? You see that? So you could pretend to put an eye, See how fast you can draw that out? So maybe a minute, 2 minutes tops. And then get creative with it. So from here, I want to take this I'm going to take this guy and put him here, like so. I might have to bring him in a little bit. So we're going to move on to the next phase. Pause. Okay, so since the wood's not that thick, I got to cut it out. So we're going to take it from here. So we have to sand pretty much all this from here all the way down to about here. That's where we're going to go. So let's take it to the next step. Alright, so we got the piece of wood. We're going to bring it over here. Typically, I'm going to bring out my Makita sander, and we're going to sand this down from here to about here. You have to be gentle because it is brittle. I have my helping hands today. There's one, and there's the other one. They're going to run once I do this, but they are my buddies and my shop dogs. So I'm just going to fix this up a bit. And we're good to go. So we're going to take it from about here and bring it down to about here. Just about there. There we go. Perfect. Still brittle, but we can work with it. Done sanding. Let's go. Okay, so back in the shop. There we go. I didn't want to take it down to bare wood. I wanted to actually leave some of the actual bark, residual bark, which will make it look really nice. So we want to take this and draw this on there now. And this is going to be our wood spirit. So let's get to it. Alright, so again, first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw your midline. Not sure if you could see that, but that's okay. We're going to gouge it out with a knife in a bit. You can take this down as far as you want. And we're going to pull up an eye. Let's go, because the top of his head's going to be about here. There. And then we're going to come across here for eyes. I don't want to make them too big. I don't want to make them bigger than what he's supposed to be. From here, I'm going to come down with the nose, a little bit on an angle. Right. Again, we could always play around with this as well, so a little bit off here, like so. I'm going to bring it in. I don't want him to have bigger nose than eyes. And that route. Bring this in like that. Okay. That's going to change. I'm going to bring it down, then we're going to go with a mustache. So off of the mustache, we're going to go here. All the way down about there. How's that? I'm going to come back up. Again, this is a rough drawing, because we're going to widen it up as we start to cut. A little bit of tree bark in the way, but we'll get past that. It's going to come in that way. It's come down to a point. And we'll widen that up a little bit. So that's how we're going to cut it. And we're going to work the eyes, but that'll be later. So for right now, this is kind of what you're looking at. Let me see if I can do it in a marker. If I have a marker, I can do it in a marker. And a little bit. Okay, so you're going to see his eyes here. Okay. And same here. Rough drawing, people, rough drawing. Until we get to the cutting, and we'll see. And then from here, we're just going to have this big mustache. It's going to come down and go back up. Same here, down, and back up. And there we go. This would be his eyes. See it? And that would be some cool piece of tree bark. Wood spirit. Okay, we're going to try and do this with the camera in front. We're going to try and palm cut it. Now, whether or not it's going to allow me to do the way I want to cut, I'm going to have to put it against the wall. But I'm going to do my best to palm cut it. very precisely. Nice and easy. Bring it up. I want to push too hard, so if I push too hard I'm going to crack the wood, and then we could just throw the whole project out. A little bit wider. And this is going to crack here, just because I know that the wood is very brittle, but we'll work with it. These are very sharp tools as well. You do not want to miss or slide, so please be careful. I'm just going to try and get as deep as possible, and then we're going to rough all this out so you could tell it's actually his mustache. You see that coming along there. We have all this to take out, which will take a little bit of time. We can also use a gauge to start pulling pieces out. Like so. I'd love to get down to that nice clear wood. Would make it pop because it's nice and white, which I think is right under here. If I can get to that, this whole thing will stand out nicely, and it's right there. I can see it. Just gotta go a little bit deeper and we're good. See it there? Right under there. That's where we gotta get to. So, slow and steady. No reason to rush cool projects. I'll probably speed time lapse this for you. See that wood popping? That's where we use these tools. And when it gets smaller down there, we change it up. Different gouge. Get all that bark out. Nice and easy. So, as you can see, this will be red bark, and this will actually be the wood itself underneath it. So we're going to pull all this out, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but we can do it. Again, we don't want to break the bark. Won't be the first time. That's going to crack off. There we go. Too hard. Just to get some thickness. See the thickness of that mustache? Only about 1/8 of an inch, but on a piece of bark that's only a 1/2 inch, sorry, about 1/4 of an inch, it's a lot. And the outside of the bark. Everything takes time. If it didn't take time, it would not be worth doing. Remember that. Love wood scraps. Love them, love them, love them. Should roughly take me about, already in 20 minutes, it'll take roughly about 45 to an hour to get it pretty much cleared out the way we want. And then it's just a matter of all the other little imperfections that you want to pull out when you see. So I like to jump around and clear out stuff when I see it. Mustache. Mustachio. In the center here. Create the center line for the mustache. See that? One side's a little thicker, but we'll clear that up. There we go. That's better. Nice. Very nice. How that works like that. Make sure all your work is sharp. All your knives and everything have to be sharp. That's nice. You can create some lines in here. Make it look pretty. Again, this is for beginner. We do bigger ones, but I like to start somewhere, like we all did. Yep, and there she goes. Told you that line is definitely going to break off there. Yep. So this is going to snap. I'm not going to glue it. So we're going to leave that be, and we're going to move on to the eyes and the nose. Because that's not going to snap. So the nose is going to be. And we go there, just like so. Starting to see it come together? No, it's there. Love these flex cut. I use two companies. They rival each other. One is Beavercraft and the other one is Flex Cut. But to do stuff like this, I use Flex Cut. I love their palm handles. Very nice. Very easy to work with. 22 minutes in. And we're gonna carve some of that out. Give them like a little nostril. And bring it up. Eyes we're gonna do basic. Not gonna do anything crazy. So his eye's gonna be here. We want to circle this around here. So we're gonna come under. And go like so. So a little half circle, half moon pattern. Like that. Hope we don't crack this bark. And that's that. And that's that. And this is how to do a fast wood spirit. Not crazy detailed, sorry, but just a wood spirit. So those are his eyes. Let me come across here. About there. Just to show you how fast you can create a wood spirit. And right across here. So fragile and frail. I'm waiting for this thing to snap. Don't have to be perfect because nothing in life is perfect. It does have to look somewhat good though. So we're going to come up, clear out the nose a little bit. Same here. Okay. Further in here. Careful we don't snap. I'm gonna come up here. There where the eyeball is. Good. Nice. See that coming along? There's your wood spirit. Now up top, you can kind of do whatever you feel comfortable doing. You can make his nose a little bit larger up here. Up into a forehead. Or you can make a design. Whatever you're comfortable doing. See that? But what I'm going to do, since I said it was going to be fast carving, under a half hour, that is pretty much your wood spirit. We are in 25 minutes. So I'm going to not rush through, but I'm going to finish creating it, cleaning it up, so that way you can see that within 25 minutes to 30 minutes you can do your own wood spirit. Please be careful if you are using these kind of knives and gouges and palm gouges. So yes, definitely please be careful. So from there, you can do something silly. I can do some type of design up top above his head, like he's part of a tree. On that line, and there you go. You put a little hook on the back, throw it up. We're gonna gloss it real quick. First, we're gonna clean all this stuff out. Like I said, keep it under half hour. So there you go. So I have one pencil line I'm gonna erase. 27 minutes in. That's that. Okay, so we're 27 minutes in. We're going to pause it. We're going to bring it outside. And we're going to burn it. And then we're going to sand it real quick and then gloss it. I'm going to get these a little deeper because you'll see them when I burn it. It's really close. It's still got some of this moss on here, which is really nature-esque, if that's a word. Nature-esque. Okay, so there you go. And take that. 28 minutes in, we're going to pause. We're going to get our, actually we have it. I'm going to use this here. Okay, ready? Front that right in. Take our gauge. And go right back. We're going to pull some of this out. Better yet, there's the trusty sandpaper. $29, $23. Just about a half hour. Might go over. So in the center, what we can do, make an eyeball. What I'm going to do for an eyeball is something different. So I'm going to put you on pause, grab my drum. Okay, got the Dremel 4300. We're going to make some eyeballs real quick. Not too fast, we don't want to split the wood. And one on the other side. What you could do, I know I'm taking a little further than what I was, but you're just going to clean it up. crazy. We definitely want that wood underneath. That is so ready to break. That's about it. Pretty cool looking, dude. Definitely could do a lot more work with them. But that is your basic. Basic wood spirit. A little bit of a mustache. Just a face and a piece of wood, people. You want to get more detailed, we can get more detailed into it. But I would definitely do it on a tree log versus a piece of bark. But yeah, that's kind of about it. You know what? And I'm taking it further, but you can kind of put some lines in a mustache. Take it, you gotta bring it over and blow it out. Any air. Put you down for a sec. And then real quick, we just blow it. Get all this stuff out of it and off of it. Now we go over, grab ourselves some gloss. A little clear polyurethane. Definitely need to darken it up a little bit. Just give it a shot. There you go. There's your 30-minute wood spirit. Kind of basic and simple though. I will say that. But it's pretty cool. Again, it's on a very thin piece of wood, tree bark wood spirit. Beginners, very beginner. All right, people, thumbs up, good luck, comments, questions, let me know. Have fun, be safe.